Hello, divine, beautiful souls. So I just want to say, I want to extend a thank you to all of my subscribers who have followed me on this journey for Energy Speaks. Um, it's been quite incredible. I was just doing a little bit of a reflection as we are in a Mercury retrograde. For those, well, you've been watching and going on this journey with me. So I started my podcast, Energy Speaks, in I believe it was 2021. It's either 2020 or 2021. It's been so long now. During a Mercury retrograde, and you know most of the world has made such a big deal in regards to Mercury retrograde. And honestly, that's when I see the magic and miracles um, quite speedily. There's always magic and miracles all around, no matter what season you're in. You just have to be in the state of gratitude to be able to receive. But what I see during a Mercury retrograde is a lesson, a teaching moment. And that is all about realizing that we're the technology, we're the original creation. We are reflections of the divine. We're reflections of the creator. And as we breathe into that and allow ourselves to be touched by that energy, really, to awaken to that energy, we truly shift something. And why am I bringing this particular topic up during Mercury retrograde? Because oftentimes what happens is miscommunications and the breaking down of technology and things like that. Well, it's because our focus point, when we realize those things so greatly, our focus point often is on things that truly don't matter. And what I mean by that is like they're not that they're like bad things, but they're things that can pass away. Like they're fleeting. And so when we realize that all we need is our connection with our creator and our connection with ourself and each other, when we build that muscle, when we build that relationship, we tend to have a different perspective on life. And so I've been doing an experiment since 2018 in regards to Mercury retrograde. Is if I'm more in meditation and things like that, because here's the deal, is when Mercury's not in retrograde, we have a very busy life. It's like go, 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 go. And what the invitation is for Mercury is like, hey, take a pause, take a moment to reflect on all the things that you've just now done and how beautiful those things were. Or maybe not so beautiful. And that's a teaching moment, right? Like in retrospect, right? We can see where maybe we've invested too much energy into something that's not working, or maybe we realize that we actually need to put more work into something. All of these things can be true. And that opportunity we have during this time is to reflect, strengthen our muscle and our intuitive gifts, because during this time the intuitive gifts That's what the creator created, right? It's our spidey senses. And when we invest in that, that becomes unfathomable. And unexpected things do happen. But it's because if we can shift our perspective to be open to those wonky moments, that's where the hidden blessings are. Okay, so you didn't plan to go and do that. Well, what's right about this? So it's just this is a little video of saying one, thank you, and just reflecting on all of the beautiful blessings of the last few years, honestly. And it's been, it's been a ride. Like, one thing that I've noticed is how I'd like to be more consistent in my connection and communication with you all. And so I'm really working diligently to putting out weekly videos. And though I may, fall or fail at this task, um, I'm going to do my best, my absolute best. And so another thing that I wanted to bring up is, what content do you guys want to see? Like, what questions do you want to explore? What topics do you want to explore? Because oftentimes I have so many coming through, and I will absolutely do those, of what's coming through and what is divinely guided. But I also want to, ask this question, because we are in relationship right now. It's a community, like it's a YouTube channel, but I'm a real dude. You know what I mean? Like, I am investing my time on here because I want to make the world a better place and talk about topics that truly can transform our lives. And, if you guys weren't aware, I am doing a series called the Zodiac Energy Empowerment Series. I know that's a mouthful. It's nicknamed Z's. But what that really, the essence is how can we live to our fullest potential through looking through the lens of the zodiac? Because there's 12 different zodiac energies, and we have all of these within us, but in different amounts. Some we may be more familiar with than others. And so, like, right now, that is like what's coming through me. And ironically, any topic can be connected with these 12 lenses from every area of life, which is so beautiful and divine. And so that's where I've been investing my energy about talking about and things like that. And so I've been cultivating these different classes, and you can look at the link below, the second link, which is the Zodiac Energy Empowerment Series.com or EnergySpeaksZs.com. Both will get you there. You can see all the different classes that we're doing, and they're pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very excited. And right now we're in week of Sagittarius. So tomorrow, tune in. We do have a class for tarot and the intro to tarot, as well as at the end of the week, going deeper into that topic. And we're going to look at this from a Kabbalistic perspective, as well as from the perspective of Sagittarius. What connection is there between the Sagittarius energy, which is the explorer, the storyteller, the philosopher, Um, and how does that connect to the tarot? Well, you shall find out if you click on that link below, the second one, and go to the events. Go ahead and register for the class. It's only a $20 class, and which Roots Influx, who is a master at the tarot, has been teaching for many, many years and has been, connecting with the tarot since he was 13, over 20 plus years. And so it will be divine for this class. Speaking of tarot, I got a new deck today and I'm very excited. I would love to pull a card for you all on behalf of the collective. So I got this new deck. It is the Supernatural deck. I am a huge Supernatural fan. I've watched the series twice through already. That is a 15 season show, which is absolutely incredible. So I have already saged this deck and Palo Santo'd it. I have not shuffled it, so I'm going to do that now. And I would love to pull a card for those who would like a little clarification on what's going on for them right now and for us as a whole. All right. I'm going to pull from the middle. And I may have to use the book if it's something that is a little unique because each card deck has its own little thing. Interesting. Okay. So we got the 4 of bones, and the bones is connected with fire. And from my spidey senses, this card is all about transformation. But I am going to first go with my message, and then I'm going to read it. Yeah. So intuitively, what's coming up is transformation. And when we look at the planetaries right now, that makes sense. I feel like this week is going to be a week of transformation, as well as a year of transformation. Specifically this week, though. And what is the outcome of this transformation? Let's take a look at the energy. The King of Bones. Okay, so King of Bones, King of Fire, that king-like energy is the divine masculine presence. So it's like, all right, what are we creating here? That fire, right? So many of you may be in the process of a project or something you want to create and have not done so yet. This week is exploring that. This may not be the week that you actually create the entire vision, but I feel like it is definitely having to do with the ending of certain cycles and energies. It is going to prompt you to start something new. Start something new. This transformation will occur. And what's going on in the planetaries actually this week now coming through is a conjunction between Mars and Jupiter. And Mars energy is this let's go and do it kind of energy. Minding you, we're in the middle of a Mercury retrograde. So some of these, some people may be in more reflection mode, though it's not a bad idea to take action if that's what you're divinely guided to do. And then you have that Jupiter energy that's very expansive. So what you're going to be putting into it is what you're going to get out of it. So get yourself a good notebook, because I'm looking at this card and it's writing things down, right? Come up with like a little plan or a schematic. Now, things may not go completely as planned, but write down your ideas and thoughts on the direction you want to go and allow for the universe, for the divine source to guide that process. And so I'm going to read what the Eight of Bones is, just because why not? It says, Eight of Bones advises you to embrace inevitable changes and transformations. Hey, that's pretty spot on. Sometimes this tarot card can suggest you're heading into a busy, hectic chapter of your life. Rather than getting overwhelmed, things will be easier for you if you flow with it. Like we said, it's really important that you stay in your heart space during this time. And here's a nice little tiny tool to help you on your journey. It's called a hemisync, and this helps us to stay in our heart vibration. Go ahead and bring your arms like over. So like this. Grasp, bring it in. Take a deep breath in. And allow yourselves to harmonize. This is called a hemisync, which means you're uniting both hemispheres of the brain together. So we're bringing in a little bit of neuroscience. That's the word I was looking for. You can also do it this way, but I feel it very, very powerful when we do what we just did. Then we have the King of Bones, which I'll read on. King of Bones, turned right to it, is innovative, passionate leader with an independent streak. This tarot card reminds you that your imagination is one of the most valuable assets, whether you're taking down the word of God like Metatron or crafting your own brilliant narrative. Use your creativity wisely to achieve your goals. So literally everything we just spoke about, it's a confirmation from the universe. I love this deck that I can connect with it so easily. Beautiful. So I want to start giving like a little like take action piece. And that take action piece is find yourself a notebook that you can take anywhere and everywhere. It can be small, big, whatever. I advise not on a leather one because most people don't write in it. But if you are one of those people that do actually take the plunge and write in your leather notebook, go ahead. And start to write down your ideas. This can be your innovation notebook. And I would say have that around. Have that around for the next 2 years at least, however long it takes you to fill up that notebook, really. And see what comes through so you can track your progress and write down those ideas and maybe even, write down some goals. They don't have to be linear. They can be spread out, but even maybe have not too many lines on this paper so that you can make drawings if that's what comes through, and artwork. This can be a very good tool, and I'm going to take this information in for myself and start doing this because I felt like when I did do this in the past, it transformed my life. So we can take that transformation that's on the piece of paper and bring it into our physical reality. All right. Well, I love you all, divine, beautiful souls. And that is the message for today and the beginning of our week, which is Sunday. And go ahead, shine bright today on this Sunday, and tomorrow reflect on it through the lens of the moon. And if you are able to come out for that tarot class for the Zodiac Energy Empowerment Series, again, that is down below. And if you can, share this with another so that they can like, subscribe, and share with more. All right. Have a great day.